Paperwork is how we got into this, right? How we got to this point, believing in what they wrote on paper from what they're actually doing. What did they do to the Indians? What did they do to, slaves? What did they do to the Moors? Look at the Moors and what they are. Corn on the way, fucking the Moors who, there's always a sellout somewhere. Pisces, number 3, has to do with a trinity, a trine, gun, slick mouth, compose, universal law, the compass, the movie. You never hear of the good movies that expose a hell of a lot of truths. And big stars played in these movies. But they rather have him playing like James Bond. But things like this don't never get full recognition as they should. And that's true. They are killing it. That's real shit. Go look at the big stars that played in this movie. They're fucking huge ass stars. They didn't get no recognition for this shit. I never heard of this movie. And I'm into children movies. I love kids movies. Me and my kids, we love that shit. Ain't bumping nothing but they spiritual gums. I know who you are. I got what you're looking for. Moana. Te Fiti. Get to that heart space. The heart is the portal to enlightenment. The heart and love and unity and spreading, truth to all, and how they can heal their inner child and how they should go about it and the best way to go about it. For each individual, we can only be, a storyteller of our own in order to give them inspiration and whatnot for them to keep and continuing and going. Oh my gosh. Plants and animals are a fucking important growth. When Te Fiti got her heart back, she started blooming and blossoming and growing and really lush green plants, and there were animals and birds, and they were able to live off of her. The compass. Plants and animals, mind your vibe. Put your feet in the grass. Hug a fucking tree. Like today, I touched a tree, and without really, seeing what I felt the tree was dead. I didn't get, usually when I touch a tree, I get, energy. It's cleansing and healing energy. I didn't get that. And I was like, I was just touched the tree, and I was just like, is something wrong? It's dead. Something not right. And I looked up at the tree, and it was kind of barren. And then I walked around, and there was a big ass hole in the tree, and I was like, fuck. I started crying because I was just like, feeling the earth and what the earth is going through. It's a lot. Five of Wands, spat, breakout. They're not gonna be able to stop this time. Assess the situation. Right. You're more powerful than you think. Everyone is. Robin Williams. Get back up again, branch. Ace of Wands. Keys to the street. You're getting the keys to your street. Find the keys to your street, because this is a basic start. Talking about the Maya, the end. That's when their world ended. So they're trying to recreate another world by doing nanotechnology. I'm gonna fucking move. Booby baby. Because they don't want us to naturally feed our babies, be vegan. Your kids are going to be fucking fine. They don't want your kids to go through the full 13 months of true gestational period of what you're supposed to be pregnant for a child to really fully develop. And you think that's impossible. No, it's not. Look at what you're eating as opposed to what you're supposed to be eating. If you want a straight vegan diet, your kids would not be obese. So how many kids were born too early and obese? They fucked up they're trying to fuck up all in every genetic Reiki healing. They started from the bottom. Now we here. Stop letting them be here. The sun is coming to kill off most of them. Unfortunately, that's the fucking truth. And unfortunately, it's the truth because their ancestors, did fucking slavery, and then they did the testing, they did the mad scientist things, and the only thing they can really do now is just help expose the truth and tell the truth and be more, kind. They can be the change. You can't say sorry for something that happened in the past, but you can be a fucking definite footnote in today and making a fucking difference from what, it can be for the future now. And protect your generations from here on now. This is not to put down any white person, somebody that's not, wholly melanated. It's not about that. It's about breaking the generational curses right here and right now. Because I'm not fucking racist. But when you're raised up in a society that discriminates against you, and, that's a hard thing to deal with at times. It's a hard thing to balance out, to be like, okay, look at them from a spiritual level. Look at them from their past lives and what their ancestors did, as opposed to how they're doing now. Having that understanding takes a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of self-love, self-control, and patience, a lot of healing, Reiki healing. It takes a lot of alignment and attunement for, people that have been discriminated against, and as opposed to how they can now change that for future generations because of the misconception of what our ancestors did. All the whole spiritual war of what we all been through and are going through right now. Hybrid. They want to make hybrids. What they call chimeras. And most of them are hybrids. Because when our ancestors made this generation of beings, go look up some Indian, there's an Indian picture with a turtle, and the turtle has an island on its back. And then on one side, there's melanated, and then on the other side, there's different unmelanated beings. And it's like they're playing tug of war, and it's a snake that they're pulling on either side. That represents the Kundalini. So it's a fight between fire. Oh yeah, Kundalini, fire. That fire rising from your base chakra, from the 33 vertebrae, that is actually Jacob's ladder is your vertebrae. You got to learn how to break down the Bible too. So it's a whole lot of different things to be had to break down in order to understand the box that they put you in to understand it from what it actually is in symbolism. It's like, duh, but it's not, duh, because everybody is stupid in some form of fashion, meaning my meaning of stupid means what I made it to be is everybody can learn. Everybody can learn from, what they weren't taught, what they didn't understand. You can relearn, you can reprogram your being, your mind, your spirit, your blood, your DNA, your bone structure, all of that by being a vegan and actually obtaining the knowledge and doing the due diligence, aligning your chakras. Aligning your chakras. Game stalking. They've already been game stalking us for fucking centuries, and they know who we are when we come into this planet. So we've been being gang stalked. It'll just become more prominent the more you wake up and start exposing the truth for what it is, because they don't want the truth to be told. They're fucking bitter about that shit. They walking off. They're like, they ain't gonna have no choice but to fucking walk off. Call them out on their shit. Expose it. Make a fucking YouTube channel. Create a platform to expose these truths. You just have to be careful with things that are in your background, being shown, being heard, because you never know. Say if you don't know a language, they can be exposing where you are just by that simply, or different birds. They have different gifted people, right? So who's to say that they would know where that bird sound came from, to know what location you're at. You have to think as deep as and as wide as they have gone to do everything that they have done to even be able to gang stalk you. So hiding your address, not showing in the location and what your neighborhood looks like, even though you're not showing addresses, what the sky is, what the weather is, different things. They use different things. They use ambulances, people that have intel into emergency calls. When did the incident happen? What street were they going down? What time was it? You know what I'm saying? All this shit aligns up. And they fucking can track you this way. They're very smart. They're very fucking, intelligent in some type of way, but spiritually dead. Courtrooms. Huh? Such a lady child. Venus. These placements can be in different houses, of course, and rising, sun, moon, ascendant, descendant, asteroids, different houses. Check out the video before this one in order to get a hold of picture, because I had to break it up in different segments of videos. Goddess of love and war. You can always pause it, rewind it, pause it, timestamp, whatever. If you guys feel free and happy to, please always like, share, and subscribe to get this information out, please. And thank you. These motherfuckers is crazy. They is crazy, and they going crazy. 444-555. Hold on now. My nose be itching like crazy. Crazy, crazy. crazy. Are you, baby? When you turn it up. It's Lenny Kravitz song. Crazy, crazy. Ooh, honey, baby. Oh shit. I didn't mean to put that up there. Ninja Assassin. Ninja Assassin is also a great movie to watch. So they talk about being able to track people with smells and scents. Right. They have people, I'm saying, of all different gifts that are able to do different things. So just be aware. That's why wiping down and cleansing shit is important. Not only for spiritually cleansing, but for tracking purposes as well. I think it's crazy if you want to. Ninja Assassin, Roman, Juno, Hera. Hera is also known as Juno. Different, same god, different timelines. Like I said, childlike, not childish. Click Adam Sandler. It's also another way of knowing what happens in different realms of reality in the here and now, which is the same thing, different form, Matrix type shit. Killer Child, Pluto, Chiron, a centaur, sea nymph. So Chiron was a centaur and a sea nymph, a mixture of two different beings, hybrid. Centaurs have to do with, what is Chiron? Well, that's what they say Chiron is. Okay. Half human, half animal. The lower half is always animalistic because that's our lower nature, which is also depicted in Ninja Turtles. Death. Scorpio. The sun. Leo. Water energy could be Pisces. Pisces, Aries, unicorn. That looks like a unicorn to me. A child. Sunflower. You a sunflower. When your love be too much, take a flight. Envious. 23 weeks. 2 years old. Surrender. 23 weeks to 2 years old. 47 Roman. This is a good ass movie too, because if you think about the manifestation and how they put things in movies, this is also how they can be re-manifesting things to come into existence now in order to eradicate the population. They're doing DNA splicing, chimeras, bringing back fucking T-Rex, these raptors. Raptors have been seen. YouTube, look it up on YouTube. They try to say that, oh, it was made up. A lot of that shit wasn't made up. A lot of that shit really actually happened. These are real animals that have been seen in real life. But they try to cover up, oh, it's mythological. If it was so mythological, why is it re-happening again in different, so-called different time, different era? That's why it's so important for you to get in tune with your spirituality and tap into who you are, simply because of, you being able to tap back in to your your lineage, your DNA of who you really are, so you can't be able to remember what happened in past lives to expose it now. Mature spiritually. Exactly. Exactly. Mature spiritually. Set 47 Ronin. I like that movie. Actually, one of the inspirations to the download that I got 3 years ago. Not by coincidence. Sacral chakra. RAM. Or Vam. No, I would have scratched it out. It says no more sacral chakra. Right, no more tying down your creativity, which is this color right here. This is funny. Cut the cord, sacral chakra. Tumor, what? Trauma bonded child. That's how they trauma bond. By trauma bonding to our lower chakras, that'll keep you grounded and not in a higher vibration. Learning how your portals spin. Mirror magic, they do mirror magic. Moon magic. Pleiadians. Yes. Merbeams. I was watching Rob a funny home video show, and I forgot his name, the other guy, transgender, that converted to a female energy. They were talking about, she was like, how do you think mer people are? And then it was like, oh, I think a man will fuck anything. So we'll start with a man fucking a fish, and then like a chimera being born like that. And then he was like, oh, you just totally changed my mind on the understanding of that, and how knowing most males' energies and how they've been taught to use their energies in that type of way, and not gaining control of that, how it can be a detriment to things like that. And oh my God, I just donating sperm, donating eggs. So that's fucking crazy. Creating clones. So they've been using all of our shit. Donating your eggs. Jupiter. Watch the movie Jupiter. Watch the movie Jupiter. That's another one of my favorite movies. So they've been using the sperm that's been donated. They've been using the eggs that's been donated to do all of these different type of experiments. All of my goddess of the sea and river, sea demon. Oh, fucking that's the truth. Karmic mother. Second generational curse. So that's how another reason why your energy could be mixed up. Watch. If you know how to do like pendulums and using gems to track people, I bet you could find your same exact energy somewhere else on another continent or something shit like that. I bet. Quantum physics. Soul tribe. Fucking Biggie Smalls. Rumors. Petty. P-E-T-T-Y. Major change. One cause creed. Major change. And we have been giving our shit to these freely to these experimental government fucking shit that they've been doing underhandedly. Scandalous. The 8 immortal kings. Y'all can look that up on Gaia. It's a TV series, The 8 Immortal Kings. How they lived and how many years they live, because they're still tracking us, so they know how many years we live from since the beginning of time. Well, kind of, sort of. They have like a rough draft, right? And they're trying to balance and create obstacles and illusions and shit like that with our emotions, being in fear, being in conflict, divide and conquer type of shit, by being immature. Communication, source energy, air energy, Gemini, communications, technology. Eight of Cups, walking away. They won't have no choice but to walk away. They won't have no choice. Shit. That's the truth. That's straight from God. You see that? That's God. See that growth, that crown, that enlightenment, sparks of enlightenment, truth, sparking their ass up. Oh yeah, California's gonna be getting some rules like fucking Texas too. They're gonna be able to carry them guns, bruh, for real, because shit, I'm telling you, it's about that motherfucking time. Y'all better understand what time it is right now. I'm telling you about the chimeras. I'm telling you about the fucking the splicing, the DNA. What the fuck was that other fucking crazy ass movie? The dude was crawling up the wall. He had like fucking, I don't know how many different personalities. He had like 20 or more personalities within him. And how I damn near cried and broke down last night, because men are supposed to be depicted as so masculine, but they have feminine energy too, right? But then somebody will look at them and consider them weak. No, it's not that fucking weak, bro. It's them being in tune with their energy, them being in balance and not out of balance is a fucking great ass thing. And, you know, it's all kind of different misconceptions that we have with from what we've been taught, from what we see, from what we actually should be knowing to be truthful and real about any and all situations, and this thing we call life, this life experience that we have on this dimension. It's been made backwards and fucking controlled by other entities that we have been unaware of. Wallery Child Tarot. And it's really sad because a lot of guys, it's not even so much mental illness, it's an imbalance of their energy and not knowing how they're spiritual beings, and not being able to be taught in the right way. Because you can go get fucking many medications as you want to. If you're not fucking balanced energetically, and that's going to make you even more unbalanced, is taking medications. This bitch. Bitch get on my motherfucking nerves. I just start remembering this shit that fucking Carl Crystal Visions was saying. Oh, well, you may need to go get some counseling. I will counsel a counselor. She may help me reflect on some things, but at the end of the day, I take in psychology. I study spirituality. Spirituality. G. Okay, like, check your motherfucking self, because really, me knowing you the karmic, I know you need some help. You need some balancing out. You need some get right. For real. I didn't even want to speak about you, but just remembering the mind fuck that you try to do is bullshit. And it's what people's projections they will try to push off on you because their insecurity and things they need to balance and they need to call out and they need to fucking, you know what I'm saying, just get their shit in their life together. Fucking make my nose itch bad. Spirit like, fucking speak about it. Fuck it. Shit, fuck it. I didn't want to talk about him. Because I'm not jaded. I'm just the fucking mental illness projected from other people onto you. And that's why it's so important to be in balance with yourself, because then you'll start to understand, like, no, it's a projection. So what are we not working on? What are we not communicating about? You know, how are we not being patient with each other? How are we trying to deceive one from the other? You know, what is that person's true heart intentions? Are they pure or impure? That's basically what it relies in and what it just based off of, period. You know, shit, that's some real shit. Fucking, bro, people got fucking pussy balls and not even fucking still. The bitches are soft as fuck. Shit, my pussy balls are still. Ballerina child, for real, balance, bitch. I'm stronger than you. Ain't no by coincidence. Ain't no by coincidence. Spirit want me to talk about it since get it off your hearts. Because I've been trying to be tasteful about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not fucking petty. I don't want to dwell on shit. But people like this that will project mind fuckery, cluster fuckery onto you is what's really going on with them. And it's sad. Lil' King and Cry Wolf. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey. Ain't no nigga can't do nothing for you. Don't tell. You ain't really gotta tell. Don't tell. That's like two different songs. That's just what's going through my head. It's going back and forth right now. Look at this nigga. Have fun with that. Drive time. Divine timing times 10. SpongeBob. Sitting broke bags. Man, I go to work. When your divine masculine find out divine feminine energy is in him. Make it divine. It doesn't mean it's divine. Make it divine. Because divine just means step into your power, calling out your demons for real, and, you know, exposing the truth. Demoted divine masculine. Jay-Z. Shit. I don't know. Holes in the dome, huh? Lady Gaga. Shit. Lady Gaga was also a part of some shit. They played a vampire in the movie, right? And in this fucking motel that's in LA, where this little Chinese girl came up missing.